Type of legal business organizations. First, we'll be going over the small business. A small business is typically independent for-profit enterprise that meets specific size. So, depending on your business, it could be from a local coffee shop, a small detailing business, a small family-owned business. If it meets a certain specific standard size based on the industry, or based on the annual receipts or the number of employees, depending on the business, it'll be considered a small business. It's important to note that 50% of small businesses are family owned, and that is similar to similar statistics that state that more than 50% of small businesses are minority owned as well. So now we'll be going over sole proprietorship. So this is any individual who owns and operates an unincorporated business is a sole proprietor, with the business and the owner legally responsible for all aspects of the business. So this will be an example of a freelance writer, a designer, an artist, anybody who is a self-proclaimed person and holds all responsibility for the profits, debts, and liabilities of the business. So now let's go over. Also, the advantages of this one is low cost because it's one person, which allows them to have a tax advantage as well for like a 1099 form for like independent drivers, for like Uber or freaking Instacart. Disadvantages for this will be you're 100% responsible, and it is difficult getting a loan from a bank because it's a small business. So now let's go over LLC. An LLC is a limited liability company, which it's when a person distinguishes himself from their business, forming that business as an LLC. So therefore, the advantages of that will be that it is limited liable. So if the company were to get sued for all their assets, an individual will be separate from that. So if your company were to get sued, all your assets, if you have a LLC, will be able to be retained and set and put apart from the business. Some of the disadvantages of that are for the LLCs is an LLC is not the same and does not hold the same laws here compared to Texas. So it all depends on state, especially if you're working with your business that goes through different states. Finally, let's go over corporations. So a corporation is recognized under the U.S. laws as an artificial illegal person, meaning that a corporation operates as its own legally. So that'll be an example for Nike, Apple here that we have on the map, Bobcat, FedEx. So some of the advantages for this of an organization will be that it's transferable ownership. So this will be through stocks, titles. It's easier to be transferred. Some of the disabilities of a corporation will be double taxation. So double taxation could be a result on profits. So the corporation will get taxed on the profits, and then an individual can be taxed as well through those profits and their wages. So they both will get taxed. Finally, we went over small business. We went over the proprietorship, sole proprietorship. We went over an LLC, and we went over corporation. And this right here are my references that I used to make this slide. Thank you.